Modi ora in the headlines, there's been mixed reaction to the white paper for vulnerable children released by the Minister of Social Development today. Paula Bennett has introduced 30 new initiatives that will target support and services to our most at-risk children. The paper on preventing children abuse is attracting criticism from those who say it neglects thousands of other children living in poverty. UNICEF New Zealand says the paper is a lost opportunity. The organisation is pleased some systems and processes will be improved, but believes it should go much further. And Bernardo says the government's white paper is a start for prioritising children. CEO Jeff Sanders says the plan is about the most vulnerable. And Labour's Jacinda Ardern told New Zealand's Rema there are some positive recommendations within the plan.
Doing things like bringing together some of the ridiculous number of databases, not introducing mandatory reporting but instead training frontline staff. I agree. I do think that's the way to go.
And hundreds of friends and family gathered at Christchurch Airport to welcome back 90 Kiwi Defence Force personnel from Afghanistan. The 90-strong Defence Force team have spent 6 months with the New Zealand Provincial Reconstruction Team. People speaking against Mike Tyson visiting New Zealand are receiving nasty emails. Rape Prevention Education Head Dr Kim McGregor has been sent a sexually threatening and violently worded message. One of Dr McGregor's colleagues has had to alter her privacy settings on Facebook after being the target of a threatening email. Kua heke iho Parikawhia McLean I te rangi nei mai tana tūnga hei tumu whakarai mai te poari whakahaere o te kamupene o Mighty River Power. Ko ia hoki te tumu whakarai mo Waikato tainui te kauhanga nui, kaore ia mo te noho i ngā tūranga e rua nei, kai puta te tehi tautohe. Hei tātahia mana o Mighty River Power, a Joan Withers, ka nui ngāna mihi mō Parikawhia me ana mahi. In overseas news, authorities in Bali are in high alert after terrorist threats ahead of Friday's memorial service marking 10 years since the Bali bombings. Foreign Minister Murray McCully will stand alongside Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard, her opposition leader and former Prime Minister John Howard. Murray McCully says he's only heard media reports about possible terrorist threats.
I'm not making light of the situation in Bali. I'm sure that the Indonesian authorities are putting a lot of effort into making sure the situation is secure, and I'm sure our agencies are taking security issues very seriously. And if they need to tell me something, I'm sure I'll hear from them.
And the latest opinion poll has National down to its lowest level of support since taking office in 2008. The Morgan survey has John Key's party down 2% since this time last month. Labour is up 0.5%, and if an election was held now, Labour could win with the Greens New Zealand First combination. In Auckland City, Queen Street commuters were treated to a flash mob Gangnam-style dance this afternoon. Around 30 youth dressed in orange were part of the Climate Action Group. They performed the stunt in the middle of the Queen Street-Britomart intersection. Organiser Abby Ward says it's a comical way to highlight serious issues they will be discussing at the Power Shift Youth Climate Summit in December.
Basically attempts to influence political decision-making around climate change and put it on the agenda, because we don't think that it's sufficiently addressed in Parliament. And also another purpose for the organisation is to mobilise young people to care a bit more about climate change.
Koe rā ngā karere mai te whare kōrero o Rema, no hora mai.